So, good morning, friends. I was talking about the chapter rotation. So, what is rotation? Actually, it is a body which is hinged at this point. So, we take a reference line. In linear motion, also, we take one reference point to observe the motion of the body. Similarly, in rotation, we take this as reference, and we take any line on the body which is joined to hinge point, and the position of that line from reference is measured in terms of angle. So theta is the angular position of this line and phi is the angular position of this line. In rotation, the motion of line, tilting motion, we observe the tilting motion of line about the hinge point. So we say d theta, it is infinitesimal angular change, and we will observe that body will rotate with constant angular velocity. Then d phi equal to d theta, or the change of angle of one line will be equal to change of angle of other line if omega is constant. So angular motion of the body can be described by the angular motion of any line on body. Angular displacement is a vector quantity. We take yz plane. Suppose body is rotating in this plane like this. So angular displacement vector is out of the paper by right hand thumb rule. It is right hand. Take right hand curl as the sense of rotation, which is counterclockwise as seen from this side. So angular displacement vector is like this. Omega will be in same direction and alpha will be in same direction if body is accelerating while rotating, or if it is retarding, alpha will be inside, which is right hand thumb rule. Take the curl and the direction of thumb will give the vector. So omega is the rate of change of angular position. D theta by dt means rate of change of angle, or d theta is angular displacement. Alpha is rate of change of angular velocity, which is d omega by dt. If omega is increasing with time, alpha will be positive. If omega is decreasing, alpha will be negative. So I took one question to describe the scenario. Question is, this is a circular shaped body and omega naught is given to it, which is 10 pi radian per second. Initially it has zero angular position, or this is the reference line. So initially we give omega naught 10 pi and theta is 0. Theta naught initially is 0. Theta naught is the initial angle. So 2t is equal to alpha. We can see that alpha is acting opposite to the sense of rotation. So alpha will be negative here, which is angular retardation or angular acceleration. Alpha is negative. So we have to find the time at which the disk stops, or angular rotation of disk when it comes to stop. So we know that d omega by dt is alpha. So d omega by dt is minus 2t, as alpha will be negative. So integrating the equation omega naught to omega minus omega naught is equal to minus t square we get. So we put omega as 0, omega naught is 10 pi, because we want to know the time at which omega is 0 or angular velocity becomes 0. So disk will stop. So 0 equal to 10 pi minus t square. Omega naught is 10 pi. T is 5.6 second. So omega is d theta by dt we know. So we integrate again omega naught minus t square in place of omega into dt. Integration 0 to t. Omega theta minus theta naught. Theta naught is 0. So omega naught t minus t cube by 3. The time limit is 0 to 5.6 second. And theta we will get theta by putting the limit. So it is a definite integral that we will study in mathematics. I think that those students who are preparing for JEE Mains, they should be familiar with this. So after putting the values, omega naught is 10 pi into t is 5.6 minus 5.6 cube by 3, which gives us 117.39, and theta unit is in radian. This unit of angular displacement will be in radian for rotation chapter, and omega will be in radian per second. This is the best suitable unit. So always convert the unit if it is not given in radians. Again you can see this whole derivation and the concept of rotation. It is the basic and it is very important for further coming discussions. Thank you.